Most firms say they want transformation, but too often they're just tweaking what's easy instead of changing what truly drives performance at the ground level. That's the transformation illusion, because this isn't about avoiding change. It's about making sure the change you drive actually helps the people who have to execute it. Because when you redesign a system that's already working, or reset the strategy every time leadership turns over, it's the field that pays the price. Advisors lose momentum, leaders lose alignment, and teams get stuck rebuilding. And the client experience, it gets impacted. Welcome to the channel. If you're a wealth advisor, leader, or business ready to build something that actually lasts, this is for you. These videos aren't theory. They're built from real execution, real leadership, and real results, pulled from my 23 years running multi-billion-dollar wealth management teams. Most firms think they're transforming because there's always a new strategy, initiative, or redesign happening. But again, that's a transformation illusion at work. But here's what the actual data says. 2/3 of firms rebuild their operating model every 2 years. Think about that churn. Firms are investing for growth, but in most cases, they're only getting about 30% of the payoff. That's a huge missed opportunity. And here's the one that matters the most. 70% of major transformations fail to deliver on their intended results. So why does this happen? Because most firms, whether they hire consultants or do themselves, aren't solving systems. They're solving symptoms. And here's another dynamic most won't talk about. It's leadership turnover. In many firms, top leadership changes every few years, and every new leader wants to put their own stamp on the business. So what do? They redesign the model, restructure the teams, or even launch a new initiative. But again, these aren't structural solutions. They're symbolic ones, meant to show quick change. And while they may look really good on paper or even in the boardroom, the real cause is felt in the field. Advisors have to rebuild partnerships, leaders have to reset their teams, and momentum gets lost, not because the people fail, but because the systems keep getting reset underneath them. And then there's the consultants. Well, here's the truth about consulting. Most consultants never dig deep enough to uncover what's actually wrong structurally. They recommend policy tweaks or incentive shifts because that's what they're being paid to do. But they don't fix the real dysfunctions that keeps the firm stuck. And in the meantime, the field keeps trying to run but go nowhere. And I've seen this play out at every level. Let me give you 2 examples. A lot of times we'll have initiatives come out of the top of the house. Sometimes they'll have referral goals or partnership initiatives that happen across different divisions. At first they work. Even the regions that normally lag see their numbers rise. Leadership celebrates, it looks like success. But here's what really happens. These goals aren't permanent. They were tied to specific annual incentives or handshake agreements designed to drive short-term wins. And once these initiatives end or priorities get shifted to other divisions, the momentum dies. And on top of that, sometimes the leaders who create these referral alignments move on. You get new leaders coming in, each focused on their own teams, their own divisions, and their own numbers, not cross-partner alignments. The pressure wears off, the partnerships fade, people go back to their old behaviors, and the results, they drop right back to where they started. And it happens at the field level too. I've had high-performing markets I built and others I turned around, and then handed them off when I took on new regions. The business stayed afloat because the people were built to succeed without me, because that's the goal. But the culture, that's where it breaks down. The structure stayed in place for a while, but over time that approach shifts. Different leadership style, different execution rhythm. And it didn't end well. Turnover followed and the model eroded. Over time I was asked to take that region back along with the others I was already leading, and asked to restore it back to the level it once was. Again, different levels, same problem. When you change systems without protecting structure, the results never last. And again, this is why most firms keep redesigning their model every few years. They're not failing to change, they're just changing the wrong things. But here's how to break the cycle. 1, focus on strategic clarity, not just a vision statement. It means knowing exactly what you're building, how you're going to get there, and what are you trying to solve. 2nd is leadership alignments. It's not about meetings or memos. It's really about building leadership systems that force daily alignment so that every leader you have makes decisions through the same lens, not their personal style. 3rd, you must have integrated systems. You have to connect the people, the process, the partnership to one model, not 3 competing agendas. And when you do this right, your field teams won't feel the shifts. They're just going to feel the momentum. That's how you stop chasing change and start building growth that actually lasts. If you're tired of living in the illusion of change, whether through consultants or your own initiatives, it's time to build structural execution at last. Because this is about illusions. It's about execution of reality. And that's what I do. Every week, I'll be diving deeper into the critical moves that help leaders and top advisors break through the plateaus and reach elite levels. We'll cut through the fluff and the guesswork, and you'll get actual strategies on everything from team performance to partner alignment, sales strategies to book management. If this message hits home, make sure you're subscribed and watching. You're in the right place, whether you're leading at a high level or elevating your team in the financial industry. This is EliteVate. Let's cut through the noise and build something that actually lasts.